One of two states to legalize recreational use of marijuana, Colorado, has now just tossed out two state lawmakers who played prominent roles in passing new gun restrictions. The two losers of yesterday's recall elections, both are Democrats. They include the man here. This is John Morse, a former police officer. And up until yesterday, this guy was the head of the state Senate. And he is proud, he says, of the stand that he's taken.
If passing gun safety legislation in Colorado cost me my political career, that is such a small price to pay, because the families of gun violence victims pay a huge price every single day.
The new gun restrictions expand background checks on buyers and limit the number of bullets and ammunition clips. They remain in effect, but this defeat here of this recall of these two state lawmakers could blunt gun control efforts in other states. Joe Johns is working this one for us today. And Joe, as I understand it, you have the NRA and its gun lobby supporters. They were actually outspent in these races, which makes this, outcome pretty remarkable, as does the fact that you had the massacre in Aurora, you had Columbine and Littleton, all in Colorado.
Right, and this is a state that's actually familiar with this because Columbine happened so long ago and Aurora happened much more recently. But it's a real wake-up call. Shows gun rights still has huge muscle, especially in the West. And the thing these legislators have in common, it bears repeating, they voted in favor of unpopular gun control laws limiting firearm ammunition magazines to 15 rounds, requiring universal background checks on firearm sales. A first ever recall of this type in Colorado. One of those rare situations where an election involving state legislatures get nationalized, and the money that poured in was just enormous. Gun control advocates had a huge advantage. Now, Brooke, one of the arguments we've heard is that essentially the reason for this was a blowback reaction to mayors against illegal guns. That's the group headed by New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg. He was sort of cast as a heavy-handed outsider trying to influence the state. The Bloomberg folks say it was a local movement and they're trying to downplay the national impact, Brooke.
We're going to debate this next hour because this may be Colorado today, could be another state another. Joe Johns, thank you so much in Washington.